It's here, it's finally here. The one animal the entire community has been waiting to see is finally here, and it looks great. Hey guys, Beaver here with Beaver-Games. Welcome to the Dome. In today's video we'll be looking at the last 2 weeks of the Zoopedia reveals. My computer had some problems last week and so I couldn't get that video out to you, so this video looks at the last 2 weeks in one. First of all, let's have a quick look over the animals. The brown trout was probably the unintended highlight of last week's reveal, our first freshwater fish, and a great looking model. The common hippopotamus is looking amazing. We've had this confirmed previously in the PC Gamer magazine, but this is such a striking image and it looks great. The Danube crested gnu is our second exhibit animal. The model looks the same as the previous game, nothing to write home about here unfortunately, and since we haven't had any news on if exhibits will be different or not in Planet Zoo 2, it's hard for me to get excited about them. Next we have the European peacock butterfly, named on the Zoopedia as simply the European peacock. I don't know why they've not finished the name, but we have it returning, so that's great. Moving on, we have the Goodfellows tree kangaroo. This had a soft reveal in the gameplay trailer, I think it was, and people have been super excited for it since. Personally, for me, I think the fur textures on the face need a bit of work. It looks painted rather than real fur. Hopefully Frontier can touch this up a little bit. Next we have the humphead wrasse, our second fully aquatic animal of this week's reveal. It looks great, and I think I remember seeing the different colour variations in the video, so I'm happy for that. The red panda was our teased animal from last week. Well done if you thought it was a red panda. I was convinced it was going to be something off the wall, but I guess when every content creator is guessing the same animal, it's sensible to assume they know something we don't. I think the model looks great, I love the colour, and I'm excited to have them in the game. Moving on, we have what I think is the best looking model of the week, the saltwater crocodile. I'll talk more about this later with all returning animals, but I think from where it was, the saltwater crocodile looks 100 times better now. Finally, we have the western chimpanzee. Great model, great fur texture. We've seen a lot of footage of it so far. I'm excited to have it in the game. Sticking with the chimpanzee for a while, we're going to be looking at the glow-ups between the Planet Zoo 1 animals and the Planet Zoo 2 versions. Here you can clearly see the difference in the fur shader quality for the chimps, the textures on the face, and the wrinkles on the skin is just incredible. The lighting makes it look more realistic as well. Next, the crocodile. To go from a model in the first game that has as much texture on the scoots as a plastic swimming pool inflatable, to a model we have in Planet Zoo 2 is just insane. 100% cannot wait to get this in the game now. The red panda is another model who was in much need of a glow up for Planet Zoo 2. We go from a model that looks a bit like an oversaturated red panda plushie to a model that looks amazing and far more realistic. Finally, we have the hippopotamus. The hairs around the mouth and in the ears make this model look particularly good. The eyes have some life behind them and the nostrils feel more dynamic. The lighting really does help this image, and you can see the texture on the hippo's skin, which really wasn't evident in the first game, and it just looked like a lump of moving clay a lot of the time. The signs this week all look great. I love how they're keeping the theme consistent throughout. Just as with the axolotl though, the newt is missing a sign. I hope this isn't a sign of things to come. And finally, here we have another comparison image of the two aquatic species pages. Here we can see the humphead wrasse doesn't have a shoaling decal, which we can expect as we know it's a hero animal, but what's interesting is that the brown trout does have a shoaling decal, despite them not shoaling much in the wild. Moving on to this week now then, and we've received our first feature-focused video for Planet Zoo 2, and our teased animal from last week was revealed. The lion is finally here, and oh my goodness, it's far better than the first game. I still think the mane needs a little bit of work. To me it looks really wiry, but it's far better than the first game. We get another look at the blue wildebeest. We've seen these a few times, and they look pretty similar to how we see them in the first game. They look great. The common blue-tongued skink. Once again, I don't know why the name isn't complete. It looks okay, Very similar to the first game, if not exactly the same. It's an exhibit animal. Let's move on. The Eurasian brown bear is very exciting. I assume it will replace the Himalayan brown bear, which I'm not mad at. The Eurasian brown bear has a much bigger range, and the model looks fantastic. I'm still hoping for a North American black bear soon though. The golden poison frog looks fine. I'm not sure the model's been changed since the first game. The hawksbill sea turtle looks incredible. I wanted the green sea turtle in Planet Zoo 1 for the longest time, and whilst I'm not sure we'll get them both, this one's definitely a very good replacement. We've seen it right from day one of the announcement trailer, and I'm so excited to have them in my zoo. The plain zebra looks great, a very strong hoofstock model for Africa. The red deer model looks good. I'm not sure it's too different from the first game. Very happy with its inclusion and can see myself using it a lot in the months to come. Now for the glow-ups. The lion is particularly strong in this section. The improvements are obvious and exceptional. Whilst we don't have the Eurasian brown bear in the first game, I wanted to compare it to the Himalayan brown bear. The new bear just looks so much better. I love the fur texture in this image. I couldn't help but feel all the zebra in Planet Zoo 1 came out of the same mould. I know we had a couple of different colour variations, but looking at the difference between the first game and the second game, the stripes are definitely different on the face, so I wonder if we might see different stripe variations in each of the new animals in Planet Zoo 2. I hope so. The signs all look great. Once again, no exhibit signs, but the habitat signs all look fantastic. Looking forward to next week. It looks like we're getting 8 more animals, once again, 2 aquatic and 6 terrestrial. I hope we get some birds soon. Keep an eye out on the Zoopedia for those green crates. That's all for me this week. I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget to leave a like down below if you've enjoyed this video, comment to let me know you've had a good time, and share this with a friend who you think might enjoy this video. For now though, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.